Ultimatum to herdsmen. Presidency warns Akeredolu. Did you hear that? Yes, you just did. This is what is going on in our country. Our president is emotionally attached to the herdsmen because everybody, everybody in Nigeria can tell of the activity of the herdsmen in the last few years. Governor Akeredolu, the executive governor of Ondo State, one of the bold governors to say to Fulani herdsmen, I give you ultimatum to leave the forest in Ondo Reserve. Guess what? Presidency has responded quickly, saying, let's get straight into the news and get all the details. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. The president, Muhammadu Buhari, has dropped a subsequent warning. Did you hear that? To Governor Rotimi Akeredolu not to breach the constitution in his jest to drive out herdsmen from Ondo Forest Reserve within 7 days. Constitution has come into play, but killing of Nigerians when he was sworn into power, the president I'm talking about, pledged that he will protect lives and property is not constitutional. You know, when the North has been accepting and keeping quiet for him to slaughter them as the sacrificial lambs and offering, nobody's saying anything. He wants to do it in the South. They are saying, leave. He has brought in the issue of constitutional. Akeredolu has announced the ultimatum to unset criminals who use the forest as fortress to sabotage, pose for bandits and kidnapping. Leader of the herdsmen has objected to the order. They seem to have listening ears to only the president in the villa in Abuja. A statement by the presidential media aide, Garuba Shehu, urged Akeredolu. Garuba Shehu is just an aide. You know when you have help in your house, you're very busy, you're very well positioned, you really don't really have time for you have your personal assistant, you have your secretary. I'm talking about just don't look at it small, very big. You have your personal assistant, the one reminding you, and all the sorts surrounding you. That's who Garuba Shehu is. So is the one replying a governor duly elected. A statement by the presidential media aide Garuba Shehu urged Akeredolu and the herdsmen to continue their dialogue while lives are going on for a good understanding that will bring an urgent end to the nightmare security challenge facing the state. Is it just the state? Garuba Shehu. Although the statement urged the Ondo State governor to respect the rights of the herdsmen, it failed to cite any violation of the constitution that Akeredolu's order has breached. But the statement expressed seems sentiments about the effect of the order. How can outbursts of herdsmen who have lived all their lives in a state on account of criminals in the forest? We want to make it clear that kidnapping, bandits, harassing people are criminals, no matter the motive who is involved. But to define crime from the name points as a plate of command, who are those really committing this crime? Which group do they belong? The language they speak, their geographical location, or their faith to continue in this cruel activity. We need to deline criminal elements and we need to get them out of our geopolitical zone. Who are they? What are their origin? Why are they so isolated and committed to continuous committing crime? Who uses the interchange and the argument to hide under law enforcement efforts as the only way to deal effectively with them? The presidency statement and states that it is warning Akeredolu and other state governors taking similar steps to refrain from doing so. Can you imagine? The government of Ondo and other 35 across the Federation must draw clear lines between the crime and the law-abiding citizens who must equally be served and must be saved. Beyond law and order, the fight against crime is also a fight for human value, which is the fundamental for our country, the presidency has said. In tackling crime, Ondo State's government will not act outside the constitution. That's what they said. Oh. The presidency has been keenly motivating events. So you've been monitoring the people that have been getting killed, right? Children are becoming orphans. You are monitoring to get to the point where you are satisfied, where your blood sucking and whatever has gotten enough of it, right? The presidency has been keen monitoring occurrence in Ondo State and order the government of the state asking herdsmen to vacate the forest in 7 days. What is clearly emerging is a lack of constitution in managing and the message, which in turn leads to various contradiction regarding occurrence and the intent behind the message. There is little to be said other than to call for restraint on both sides and urge the state government and the leaders of the Fulani community to continue their dialogue for good communication that will bring to an urgent end to the nightmare security challenges is bringing to the state. Governor Akeredolu, a seasoned lawyer, senior advocate of Nigeria, and indeed a former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, has fought crime in his state with passion and commitment, great sensitivity and compassion for the last 4 years. He has run his affair in our view, and we will least expect to alter and to utterly outburst thousands of herdsmen who live their lives in the state on account of those who are posing as criminal elements. If this were to be the case, right groups will be right in expressing worry about the action. Could this set a chain of events which will mark and make our constitution seem as unfair? We want to make it clear that kidnapping, bandits, and crimes, no matter the motive or those involved, but in defining crime, we must know and must be able to say what exactly is going on. So this is what the presidency has got to say. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.